Hi, AJ.
Hey, Dave.
I was wondering how the hamstring is feeling today. Dave Roberts keeps saying it gets better every day. Are you able to run for yourself today?
I don't know. It's kind of fun having DJ, just go out there and take over. But no, it feels good. I've been running every day, just getting better with the trainers. I think we're being pretty cautious. I feel comfortable out there. It's just a matter of managing it early here, and it feels really good though. So hopefully we'll be able to turn this loose pretty soon.
Sometimes these hamstring injuries take a while. Were you concerned this might turn into an extended period on the IL when you were out there in left field?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I just never had a hamstring injury, so I've done a groin a couple times and never had a hamstring, so I just wasn't quite sure what I was working with. And then I was pleasantly surprised. Felt way better than I thought it was going to feel for the next the next day, and then every day has been getting significantly better. So it's been a very positive thing since I did it, and it's just trying to be smart, not to I feel really good about things, and I think everyone feels good where I'm at, and it's also just kind of like you don't quite want to rush back too soon, but at the same time when it's ready, it's ready, and we're right there right now. So we'll just see what happens, and we'll see where we're at.
Have you been told that it could be this weekend that you could start playing the field and getting back to being yourself?
It's every day I'm going in there and I'm running. We're doing a lot of stuff in the weight room, a lot of stuff on the field. And so it's kind of it's just a day-to-day thing. I would, anticipate me being ready to go. We got today, and then we got an off day, and then, Friday, it's just every day's it's been exponentially better. So that's a good sign. And, it's just one of those things. It's nothing serious. It's just taking it day to day, and when it's ready, it's ready.
Thanks, AJ.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
Next question is from Eric. Steven, go ahead, Eric.
AJ, just wondering, was this something that just happened on that play, the hit by Trout, or was it anything that was sort of lingering or bothering you before that?
No, that was just an isolated thing on that ball with Trout. I think I overcorrected. I really wanted to make the play before it, and then didn't quite make that, and so I was a little bit too aggressive, and I think that kind of contributed to it. So I just kind of had that forward lean, like I was going to make a dive, and then pulled up a little bit, and then when I did that, it just kind of grabbed on me, and it's unfortunate. I definitely feel like I dodged a big one here, and I'll be able to contribute today, and hopefully just be a full go really, really soon here. We're just continue to work on it. It's not a huge issue, so it's just kind of managing it now.
Thanks.
Yep, thank you.
Next question is from JP Hornstra. Go ahead, JP.
Hey, AJ. I'm writing about the hit by pitch rate, which happens to be the highest at this rate in baseball history, ever. I realize you're one of the lucky ones. You haven't gotten hit by a pitch this year, but just in general, if you could compare how pitchers pitch now compared to the beginning of your career, is it just the velocity? Is it the approach? Is there something that you think is causing more hit by pitches this season than ever?
I didn't know that, but definitely the way people have pitched me throughout my career is way different. Early in my career, it was a lot about logging innings and getting outs and being, I guess, efficient with their pitches and working deep into games and just throwing a lot more strikes. Now it's more about not so much worried about hit by pitches or throwing balls, but it's about the punch outs, about strikeouts, and I'm sure that kind of contributes to it as well. There's a lot of spots right around the player, the face, the hands, the body that it's just it's not going to be a pitch you put in play, but pitchers really don't want balls put in play right now. So it's kind of the big mentality change I think for pitchers is find a way to get outs without the ball getting in play.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Next question's from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, AJ, hopefully, from your point of view, last night is the breakout that ends it. But how does a team with as good a lineup as yours go through the 3-week slump that we've just seen?
It's $1 million question. I don't know. Baseball, you see stretches where you're just not, long stretches. This is a long one. Sometimes it's hard to put a finger on it. I think we get back to being who we are. Hopefully yesterday just gets everyone relaxed. I don't know. I think it's something that we were talking about with our hitting coaches and behind the scenes, but baseball's a weird sport, and not to fully chalk it up to that because, there's a lot of stuff that we need to do better. I think when you get into a little bit of a funk, sometimes you get a little over aggressive or a little passive, and, when you're doing your best, you're kind of finding that happy medium. And, hopefully we can find that. I think, yesterday was a good start. I know we didn't score runs early on, but I thought their bats were pretty good. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We're definitely, it's definitely a thing where we're out here working every day. And, yeah, we'll see. We're confident. Our lineup's really, really good. And we just got to get back to being ourselves.
Offense is down all across baseball. Are there things that you see that might be leading to that? I know there's a lot of talk about the ball being changed, but anything else that stands out?
Pitching's really good. There's some good pitching in the league, and those guys are on scholarship too. So it's a tough league, but yeah, I mean, I think the ball thing I don't really know. And it's tough or judging that early on here. We played at a bunch of places where, weather's been pretty cold and there's been some balls hit and you're not sure if they're, if those, are they homers, are they not? So I don't know if that's going to contribute a little bit to it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're early on still. I think you get a bigger sample size, we'll be able to answer that a little more, just better.
Thanks, AJ.
Yeah, thanks, Bill.
Next question's from Rowan Kavner. Go ahead.
Hey, AJ. How's it going? Are you kind of running right now to know sort of how you feel, or is it at a process where you're sort of staying off it and don't want to test it too much? How much have you been able to sort of test it?
No, I've been testing it a lot. I think it's the part where when I get in there, I know I want to be in the back of my head that I've tested everything and that, there's nothing that I haven't done. It's just a comfort level. You want to go out there, and I think if it was worse, I would probably be laying off it. But, fortunately, this was a lot more mild than I thought originally. And this is just, a thing where I just want to just keep running, keep doing little things to just keep testing it. And then, soon here I'll be, turned loose. I don't know. We'll see. It's a day-to-day thing. I'm going to have a pretty full day today right when I get done with you guys. And then we'll just keep working.
Sure. You mentioned yesterday as maybe kind of a springboard type win. How nice was that to see from Lux, just from a personal level? How happy were you for him?
Yeah, it's great. He's got some ability for sure. You see, he can crush some balls. He's got a lot of pop in that bat. Runs well. He's athletic. And he's been out there. We're going to need him. We're going to need that guy. And I know he felt really good. We were talking after the game. He was excited. He said hasn't, had that ball, hasn't felt that one in a while. And, it's good as a hitter. And sometimes you go through stretches where you're feeling good and you just haven't crushed a ball. And it's good just to get one like that. You get to the park the next day, you're feeling good. You're feeling like you can do some damage. And they're going to need him for sure.
Thanks.
Cool.
Time for one more. Go ahead, DG.
Hey, Jay, just wondering when you get a couple of unexpected days off bunched up because of an injury like this, is there anything you maybe notice from the bench about your team or maybe watching the games that you wouldn't have otherwise seen? And is there any maybe benefit to a little freshening up, away from the game for a couple of days?
Have I noticed anything? No. I mean, even when I'm not out there on the bench and getting, down below doing work, we're paying attention pretty good. So to me, it's the same mindset as if I'm in there. I think things have been good. I think the energy, especially, when you haven't been winning ball games, you kind of look around and the energy, the vibes, everything's been good. We're confident. Obviously, there's frustration when you're losing games. But there's a real belief that it's going to turn, and we know it's going to turn, and we know we're going to get back on that winning streak. And as far as injury, I mean, I hate injuries. It's the last thing. I hate missing games, period. But I've also been in situations where I've ran it out there too early, and I've wanted to get back so bad that it turned into something longer. And in baseball, it's just such a unique sport. It's hard to really explain the sport to anyone who hasn't really been in there and hasn't put their body on the line for this long. It's just every single day. And so you gotta push things, but you also gotta be also patient and know that, whatever, when you're ready, you're ready. And, you can get things better and you can do treatment, you get all this stuff, but at the same time, sometimes things just take a little bit of time, and I've learned to be a little bit more patient with myself, just so that I don't have to miss time. And when I'm out there, I can just be free and easy and playing and running, stealing bases, making plays in the outfield, doing stuff on the bases, hitting, and so that's just kind of where my mind's at.